Come on, buddy. There you go. Oh, finally, we're all done. Sure looks nice when she's mowed. Didn't really need done, but there was someone up at near the garage there planting flowers. I couldn't really do too much over there. So, but anyways, good day, tubes. How's she going? So this morning, after I did some mowing, I come out here with my bucket of water and fertilized water, that is. And I pump on my generator. These things are good little drinks. The Atlantic giants here, they're not really sort of coming up too well yet. I see some there. And there's another one. I see one there. Yeah, so, oh, there's one. So they're not really super coming up too well yet, so I gave them a real good shot of water this morning and a bunch of diluted fertilizer in there too, and same thing for the corn, although it's sort of coming up pretty good. That'll really make her take off. Oh yeah. And these ones here were those knucklehead pumpkins, and I don't know, I haven't really seen too much of anything except weeds here yet, so I don't know if they take a little longer to germinate or what, but anyways, they're not looking too good. And these I think were either the white pumpkins or the gourds, can't remember now. They've taken off pretty good. And then further over here was again either the white pumpkins or the gourds, I can't remember. On their way, I just kind of threw those in a heap and away we went. So gave them a good watering too, but it's so dry. Look how dry it is. Even the grass here is starting to go so dry. But anywho, then I won't have to cut it. I like that idea. But anyways, we got to head up to the garage. I got something super awesome to show you. So let's go look. All right, so what I gotta show you today is actually down at the garage already, but I gotta go up here and get the Suzuki and bring it down. What I got is for that. I mentioned it a little while ago. I didn't really say anything about it because I didn't, want to spill any beans, kind of thing. But anywho, what we had got for the Suzuki is here today, and should be pretty awesome. It's gonna probably get a lot of looks. But anyways, there's one question I've always wanted to ask is these hardcore motorcycle guys and stuff, how come they always are dressing up, or whatever you call it, I don't know if you call it dressing up or suiting up with stuff to do with bones and skeletons and skulls and, skeleton-y sort of stuff like that. How come they always do that? What is it, or what do they have in common with or to do with bones and skeletons and blah blah blah, and why do they dress up like that is what I want to know. It's my big question. But anyways, because like I say, what do they have to do with bones and skeletons and skulls and stuff, right? Whereas a guy like me, that's what I deal with every day, bones and skeletons and stuff like that, right? I work in a cemetery, so it's kind of a given, right? It's kind of like if you work at a car wash, you're always dealing with soap and wax, right? Well, I'm a freaking cemetery. I deal with grass and dead people and bones. So, yeah, that's my question. What and why do these motorcycle guys have to do with that? Now, maybe they've, you know, done that because, you know, they'll say, oh, I broke a lot of bones in my day, or I break bones on people or something that they, whatever, off me, you know, and then I'll break their arm or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, still, what do you got to do with bones? Is my thought. But anyway, hi, oh. All right, let's get them out, get them down to the garage, and show you what I mean, and it should make all a bit more sense. Holy crap! Look at the bugs. I'm sure glad I had this thing on. Holy crap. That is just frickin' peppered with all kinds of little fairies. Mosquito fairies, stupid things. And look at in here, amazed I could see anything. Holy crap, I guess I'll have to hit that feller with a pressure washer after, but anywho, let's get to you up here again. Let's do this opening and unboxing here of what we've got. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Alright, so direct from China, of course. China. Took forever, but anyhow. Oh, yeah. Heck out. Oh, that is so cool. They're hot way, so that'd be the left mirror, and it's even, if you notice, it's even like a forearm bone thingy, you know, like high arm, holding a hooey, holding the dewey up. So tell me that isn't freaking cool. Oh man, and I actually have something to do with it. You know, some guys have put stuff like that on their bike and they've probably never even seen a bone before. I've seen everything, man. I have seen her all, so let's just and I'm hoping that they're longer than these ones, but I don't know. They don't look super long. So might have to, oh, there's a little package here too, so hello. I feel got ya. Okay. Yeah. I have to cut myself. Oh yeah. Oh. That is freaking, it's heavy too. Like, this is actually metal. It's not some cheesy plastic that's gonna, that chrome's gonna fall off. Like, these are actually metal. It's nice and cold. It actually feels really nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That should work awesome. So, different adapters and stuff, I guess. Okay. Well, let's get these ones off first. We'll get this side off first, maybe. Looks like it's going to be maybe a bit of a pain now that I got the mirror on here, but these actually do have like a jam nut thing. Hey buddy, Iron Man, you know about these now, don't you? He's shaking his head right now. See, what was happening with his, I had it too when I first got mine, was screw this back in here. This wasn't staying tight. In the wind. I'm gonna put you on the tripod here. This camera doesn't really taste too nice. Yeah, when you're flying down the highway, these things would. Well, you got to get this nut in the right spot here, and then crank these fellers back, and then they're good. So, anyways, maybe I got to leave this piece on. Actually, that's maybe what the deal is there. That'd be all right, because I actually want them further out than what they were. I'd like to have them somewhere about right here. So, a little bit of an extension. Might need to maybe use, I don't know, we'll see how these go together here, but okay, now that should be the one for here. So looks like these guys. I'm not really too sure. That's not right. Okay, so what do I gotta do here? Pardon me. Because these are smaller little dewies, and they're not gonna fit into that, that's for sure. Make sure that one's definitely threaded into there. Maybe that whole thing does need to come off. Yeah, because I don't think you'd have them down like that. Okay, well. I don't know how easy it is to get these things off of here, but definitely gonna need some kind of wrench, so let me go see what we can find. Alright, so I don't know if this is gonna give me the correct angle here. I'm gonna just pop this right out of here and see, because it's kind of got an angle in it already, so I know that was not loose. I just unloosened it before I clicked the go button there. So now these all look like they're stainless too, so that's super awesome. Super awesome. Okay, let's get this one out of here. It looks like the big thread like on the back side of this one, so whoa. I'll just kind of roughly put them together here. I'm kind of thinking this is going to shorten it up too much for me. But that's about right. Now, how do I get this thing on here with this windshield on here? That is not gonna be too much fun. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take this windshield off again. Can you believe it? And actually, I wonder if there's any kind of riser thing here to bring them up a bit, because it's not this knuckle part of the bone isn't going to clear. I don't think the once that starts tightening on, it's awful close to the brake master here. Wow. Oh, looks like I got to take the windshield off. It's not that bad of a job really, but it is kind of a sort of pain in the nuts. You know what I mean? The nuts. Okay, so that sucks, but that's, I guess, the way she works. Yes. Too bad I can't reuse those, and I got nothing else that'll rise it up that's that size. So that sucks. But anyways, I guess I'll go to work here and pop this windshield off, and then we'll get back at her. Jeez, it looks so naked. But anyway, she's off. It's probably a different size, of course. And I probably don't have that size here. Tighten that up. I better do that right now or I will forget. Let me go grab another wrench. Alright. This is actually a nut on the stud thing here too, so I guess that's like a locker nut or something. Okay. A little more. Good. Alright, now make sure we do get the right side here. That is close. Yeah, she's not gonna fit. Well, now I got to probably a 10 mil. Just unloosen the controls. No, that's not going to make a difference at all if I do that. Because it's all attached. There's one Dewey there. Well, that's interesting. How the heck are you supposed to get that on there then? It's like so tight there, it's not even gonna go on, I don't think. Okay, there must be something I'm missing of how you do this. Try something else here. I might have to make a custom riser straight pin up or something up a bit higher, which wouldn't bother me at all because I wouldn't mind it a bit higher actually. I'm wondering if I put it on the mirror first. These probably should be Loctited. So put that on there, we'll drop that down. I think I know what's going on here now. I think we might have her. Okay. One of them ancient Chinese secrets how to get your mirrors on, right? Okay, I can't go any more than that, so now take that little Dewey. Gonna need some fine tuning once I actually get on her, but I'm not sure if I like that or not. Seems like it's going to come loose too easy there. Pretty sure I don't jam this thing up this way. No, because then it's going to rotate on that. Okay, I think I might have got her here. I'll go there. I don't want to break it. Oh, geez, make the whole thing. Let's tighten down, I guess. I think we got her. Okay, one side. That should be fully adjustable. That's frickin' cool. Okay, next side. Next side. I kind of like these mirrors, the new ones here, because they're sort of like the Honda mirror shaped, and I really like them. Whereas these, I don't know, they look kind of square and dorky, if you know what I mean. This one should be a lot easier to put on. Okay, let's put these somewhere before I break them. I'll put this piece back together in here. Okay. Now, I don't even know if you can see what I did there, the whole taking that thing off. Not really, but there, be better now. Sorry about that. Okay, mirror, skeleton hand. Where did you go? Probably still under here. Ugh. I actually didn't take the brackets or nothing off of the mirror, the windshield. I just took the little screws out that hold the brackets to the windshield itself. Tiny little screws, but it worked. I think I might like those mirrors a little better. They're a little taller. Now, tell me that bracket's going to be in the way. I don't know why the heck is that one in the way. It's close. It's going to end up hitting though. Why on earth is that one in the way now? Well, I can't just sort of move it down out of the way, but... Boy, oh boy. A long way to go on this one yet. Ah, son of a... That's interesting. Maybe I got them on backwards. Probably. No, my luck. Well, that one I don't think would go over there. That wouldn't work. Then it should be going the wrong way, boys. Well, let me undo this one a little bit here. A little bit extra to get around, I guess. Man, I might start drinking beer after I get this install done. Holy. No, I'm just kidding. Whiskey. It's all about the whiskey. I'm still kidding. Whoa. Come on. Work with me here, will yous? There. That's actually a little bit smaller than a 10. I better go grab maybe an 8. Hang on, I'll be right back. Alright. 10. Probably a 9. What? The heck? Okay. 10's too big. Guaranteed it's no doubt metric. Actually not liking how close that is to the choke controls there now. Interesting. Well, this is going to take a little bit of fiddling, I guess. Ugh. Still like that. Well, I'll fiddle with her. I gotta get going. I gotta finish up my cremation funeral, and then we'll report back in if we get her all on here. Alright, we are good. Funny thing was, as soon as I shut the camera off, one little turn, I was good. They were fine. I don't know. Whatever. But, anywho, we're going to do a little speed run of the reinstallation of the windshield. So, here we go. Well, there we go, all reinstalled. I don't know, I still think these things look backwards, but the way the mirror looks, it looks fine that way, but I don't know. I guess that's good. So, yeah, pretty cool. G'day, tubes. Pretty cool. So, I was, like I say, out and tried it, and this just clears here. It's very close, it's just barely clearing it, but anyways. That's pretty sweet. Now, there's a little spot on here. Looks like it's in the glass maybe, but anyways. I don't know. So, Kind of not too crazy on how maybe those are held in, just like a little bit of gluey stuff, but anyways, we'll try them out. See, they're solid. I don't think the wind's going to blow them around, so pretty cool. But anyways, I got to go fill in my hole. I've been waiting hour and a half for paperwork to come back. That was, well, no, not quite an hour. About 45 minutes maybe, so thinking that, you know, after 5 o'clock, I'm waiting around for paperwork. I don't fill a hole until I get paperwork. That's our new policy, right? So, let's see here. Where the heck's my calculator? There it should be. So, $5 a minute times 45 minutes, 225 bucks. Should send them a bill for that, because why the heck do I need to be here after 5 o'clock waiting for their paperwork to show up? Not good. But anywho, there we go. I'm gonna go fill her in. I'll be back in a minute or two for me, or a couple seconds for you. All right, 2 seconds for you, about 20 minutes for me. Anyways, we're good to go. We're gonna head her home. Gotta be about one of the longest commutes ever, eh? Not even freaking 20 seconds. But a 2-minute walk, if that, and 2-second ride. But anyways, that is her. We are good, and I am heading her out. So you guys have a good night. Farm Sim Saturdays tomorrow. We're doing an experimental thing for one day, some night, sometime next week. Found another map I kind of sort of like. I'm not super crazy on it yet though. But I'm going to do a bit of playing on it. Gotta plant this guy. Man, I'm gonna friggin' forget. It's gonna be December, and I'm like, oh crap, too late. But we're keeping the water poured to them. You can see the apples starting to come already, eh? Those little nibbler looking thingies there, little apples coming, so sweet. And I've been doing a bit of learning about trees and how to prune these things. Now this one's pretty small yet, so you let them go for a couple years, but you gotta prune. Look at these things they're saying. Now I'm not really seeing what I'm seeing the other night, but you gotta look for things that are gonna produce fruit and things that are gonna produce leaves. Like these ones here produce leaves, so really these ones should be snipped off. They say don't have any of these suckers up top, but being such a small tree, you can see it's already been pruned there once, and then another one shoots up. But this produces nothing but leaves, which is still good for the tree, but you don't really need a whole whacking load of them. There's a new growth there from about here up. That's a new growth this year, so you can see how much it does grow, right? So if you don't kind of keep at them, and you get them looking like that, and it's totally useless. You get a tree like that, and then it won't produce any good apples. It's putting all its energy into the leaves and, you know, nothing into the fruit, right? So it's gonna have quite a few apples and stuff. It looks like pretty good. Get a few good ones off this year. So anyways, I gotta get her planted though. One of these days we'll get her out and get her planted. But yeah, I'm gonna do that experimental farm sim thing and put it up next week sometime, and then we'll still do our normal regular farm sim stuff. So, but anywho, I'm heading her home. I apologize, this is probably up a little bit later than normal. Just what happened today, you know, I got all screwed up with waiting for paperwork. And there's my keys. Pfft, thought I lost them. Again, I'm good at losing keys. But anyways, we'll talk at you Monday, and have a good night, good weekend. We'll catch you then. Thanks for watching.